Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're up and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 28. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Denver. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but Brock, I think, he safely got that first down before the hit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He'll go out of of bounds, just short of the red zone. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal. Now it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. On the draw, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Running with Walker again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Has it in close.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
To the air on 1st down, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Young working from the gun. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by the rookie from Wisconsin. And the Broncos have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a Denver touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Right up the gut. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Here we go.
Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds Sanders. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Out of the gun, Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
That's the end of one here on... We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Sticking to the air, it's Young. He's got a man left. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
He's going to keep this one. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands? Trust him.
And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets the feet in. That's a catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. On target to his man Higgins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Nix with it on 1st. Gets everything he has on it. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Simple dive up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Here's Young to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for it, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Past midfield to the 45. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Young looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Young. Completes this one to Chase. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When we see zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10.
first down from the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
He's on the move. He can run it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Nix from the gun. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. Into the hands of Walker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Nix escapes the pocket. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Wow, just fantastic. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes in the half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
Panthers 24.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's 3rd down. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking right, and he finds him. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Nicks with it on 1st. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He gets 6 on that play, and the Broncos will have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And a nice effort there to fight forward for a decent gain.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker, and he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. That's complete to Pittman. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. He has the 1st over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball.
They connect on the deep shot. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pittman's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Throw left side, complete. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air on 1st down, Young. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will trail by 25. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 47. Taking a deep shot here. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete out to the right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos continue adding on to that lead.
Panthers 31.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Young back to it after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All on the 45, 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Working quickly here. Young on 1st and 10. Gets this to Sanders. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll come up 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Catch is made in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Young looking to throw. Finds Sanders. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Play action with Nix. Headed out right. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Nix. He rolls to his right. Complete out to the right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Broncos football, and they should be able to coast right through this 4th with that kind of lead. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Nix from the gun. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep running away with this. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Oh no, they get him yet again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that makes it 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for it. Young on the move, headed right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Young. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, second and very long. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. On target to his man Higgins. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. Nix looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Another score for him this game. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end gets it running forward. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that play might not have gotten the first, but I don't think they're disappointed with the result. It's got good yardage. It was a nice change of pace for the ground game.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? No, boys, we got this.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.